For these weeks, it's fixed. We have some very interesting things, small things, but interesting enough to be talked about, and of course some weird changes that are going on right now. So let's talk a little bit about it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons, make sure to subscribe. And the first change that I wanted to talk about, there are many others, okay guys, so I'm not gonna mention every single one of them, but the most important ones I will talk about. The first one is that the PARS 3 LR got kind of a buff. So the missile mass has been reduced from 49 kilograms to 41, as you see. So it's going to be a lighter missile by quite a lot, actually, 20% plus, right? It's pretty wild, and it now will turn 10 Gs instead of the 8 Gs that it used to turn. So it is basically a buff to this missile on maneuverability and the ability to change targets and stuff like that. Okay, the second change was done to the upcoming F-14 for the Iranians. And remember, tomorrow we will be able to actually properly test these aircraft, properly test the missiles, the rockets, everything. Okay, so keep an eye out. And at the end of the video, by the way, I will show some weird changes and tests that they are doing internally in the game. But yeah, they changed a little bit of the missiles over here. So now the Fakur 90, the Yasser, and the Sigil. So you can see the Fakur 90 over here, the Sigil as well, which is this one, and the Yasser. They are all having a little bit more fuel mass. So now it's 295 kilograms. I will check later if it changes too much on the actual amount of energy or anything like that, but it shouldn't be too much anyway, right? Another change that they did for incendiary bombs, napalm and stuff, is that they actually buffed that. So if you go out there and fly with aircraft that are using napalm or anything like that, you will be able to actually get... Does the aircraft actually use napalm? I don't think it does, right? But you are going to check it out that for bases in ARB, it is actually doing a lot more damage. Here it is. So basically the damage from 100 kilograms and 250 pound incendiary bombs has been increased to 36% of the base durability in top tier battles. Damage to 250 and 500 pound, 250 kilograms and 500 pound bombs increased to 42% of base durability in top tiers, and the damage between from the 500 kilograms and 750 and 1,000 pound bombs has been increased to 50% of the base durability in top tiers. So basically, for example, now for 250 pound bomb, or for example this one, it's 400 kilograms, right? I would say that this is like probably doing 42% of damage, if I'm not mistaken. So it means that you will need 3 of these bombs to actually destroy base, if I'm not mistaken. If it is more than 500 kilograms or something like that, it will do 50%, so you have to just shoot 2 of them. So they increased a little bit of the damage there. And also the ratio of damage when, you know, it's impacting the base got increased. So basically napalm got buffed on the regards of bases in RRB and stuff like that, right? Another thing that they fixed is on the ZSU 57, and I remember this is a bug that it's going on for a very long time, but if you got killed in the gunner, it was still sometimes able to actually, you know, shoot one of the guns on the ZSU. So they fixed that. The LAV AD and the Magach Hydra, they both got a change on the amount of times that it takes for you to actually reload the Hydra rockets. It was 30 seconds before on the capture point. Now it is just 2.5. So not that it changes too much, but it is an interesting thing. Another change is that in the Xbox and PlayStation, a bug that caused air target tracking to not work while in a ground vehicle has been fixed, which is pretty interesting. A drag and drop icon and, you know, and a tooltip basically were added for the vehicles here if you want to change it up. So for example, I want to add the MiG-29 over here. Now it has this, you know, thing over here that you just click, and you can basically, it means that you can actually just hold it and drag, right? It's just a tooltip for that. Many other tooltips were added. For example, the value of getting a screw, for example, here on the reload. This is more interesting in MBTs, for example, or tanks normally. So for example, the reload rate for here at a 72 level over here, I mean, that doesn't matter too much, right? But yeah, here it's the gunner, the loader. So it's the max on this. It's 6.9. But if I got an ace on this tank, it would mean that it would go to 6.0. I mean, the turret rotation would be 40 degrees. So you can, it's just more two tips for you to actually know how much better it would be for, you know, trained crew. You can see that on here as well. For example, 6 seconds of reload rate on the gun, you know, the vertical and horizontal guidance speed, you know, as well, 40 degrees per second. In some other tanks you can see on the fire control systems, for example, as well. Let me find, for example, vertical aiming drive over here, 80 degrees if it was an ace, right? So yeah, pretty interesting. It's just more tool tips for you, right? And as well, the last thing that I wanted to talk about the changes is that as you see right there, down there, you have the menu to change some of the stuff, to turn on the night vision, to turn on and lock a tank, to basically change the ammunition and stuff. But, you know, if you click there, you can see that it remains there, right? It remains the little thing right there. So if you hide it, if you hold it, sorry, it will hide itself. So as you see, it just hides the little thing. It's not by much, but some people were annoyed with that, and they actually changed it, that little thing. So it's pretty cool. And then some weird testing that they are doing internally. According to some Reddit posts, something like this is happening for some players when they log in. So if you are logging in into the game and you see a very, very big negative GE count, just know that it is just a visual bug and it will be fixed very, very soon, because they are changing some stuff internally. And what are they changing? I can do some videos for you guys with this. This is pretty interesting. So let me just do this. I will be doing a video very shortly on that, okay? But basically, this is it, guys. Daily bonuses are being tested. They're not really here, apparently. They are bugged and stuff. And that's why it was taking so much time to actually these things to be added. Because there are so many, it's weird, but they say, and apparently it is right? There's so many weird bugs that happen when they are trying to implement this change, and that's why it's taking too long. It's a very small thing that it's taking way too long, and it's because of that. It's getting all the codes in a weird way presented to the player, right? So yeah, but the daily bonuses are coming, as you see, and the way it works, it basically tells you what are the vehicles that you would get a bonus to research. See, for example, I have top tiers for the Soviet Union in aircraft and tanks, so I don't get, for example, a top tier bonuses for that. But I have aircraft top tier for example, the US. But I don't for the tanks and helicopters and not boats as well. So I get a bonus for all the three of them. So for Germany, it's the same. For the UK, it's the same. So it basically is 3 matches that you get an enormous amount of bonuses depending on the tier that you are, for you to actually get to the top tier. So it is pretty cool. I love it. And yeah, hopefully it gets added very soon. But yeah, guys, this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me get on with it, because I really want to test this thing flying around. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye.